Hey guys, it's Jess from Stark Skincare here. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the first time you've been here, welcome to my channel. My videos aren't usually quite like this, but I'm feeling extremely disorganized today and I was really indecisive about what I should be talking about, and so just doing a very off-the-cuff kind of random video, hand holding my phone, my camera right now. I don't even know if my mic is pointing quite in the right direction. But anyways, I just got back from Jamaica a few days ago and I'm leaving for Halifax next week, so I'm just feeling extremely discombobulated and all over the place, disorganized, and but I gotta keep up with my videos, so here I am. I was thinking of doing something a little more technical, talking about you know, why I will keep using essential oils in my products even though it's sort of like not in fashion anymore. More and more companies are going essential oil free, and what I think about that, well, I can tell you in a nutshell what I think about that. It's marketing. Honestly, just like any other ingredient, there are excellent ways of using essential oils and there are terrible ways of using essential oils, and unfortunately, if you use essential oils badly, which a lot of products do, or if you've overdone them in your life, for example, people who got really into using like doTERRA or Young Living or these kinds of products where these companies are encouraging people to use their essential oils neat on the skin. And I know very educated people who have done this, who used to do this, and they are sensitizing their skin, and then you create, like, your skin has an adverse reaction to much smaller, more appropriate amounts of essential oil going forward. So yeah, so there is a lot of people who have sensitization to essential oils, but that's more of a user error as opposed to the actual ingredient being bad, unless you are using just a very sensitizing essential oil, because there are lots of those too. Anyways, I don't have any problems with, you know, people who say that they do have sensitization to essential oils. That's fully legit. The problem that I have is certain companies who use that as like their main marketing. So there's a company, I won't name names, but let's just say that they rhyme with the words monk elephant, who consider essential oils to be one of their, you know, like banned 6 or suspicious 6 or whatever it is, however it is that she puts it. And you know, I'm not saying that she's not a good formulator, although she works with a chemist. It's just that that's marketing. That is her marketing tactic. And so even though, you know, these products will work very well for a lot of people, you know, to say that essential oils are, you know, the demon and not like the massive amounts of acid that she puts into products, you know, like that's extremely sensitizing as well. So it's a little bit hypocritical in the sense, and it's just, you know, like I was saying, like any ingredient, essential oils can be used badly or essential oils can be used very well, and it depends on your history with them, and it depends on who's formulating them and how they're being used. And unfortunately, a lot of the ways that they've been used is just as a pretty natural fragrance and not as the extremely potent, you know, very useful mechanism to deliver certain chemicals and components and constituents to the skin. Essential oils can be used medicinally, for one thing. So it's not just like, oh, rose smells pretty. It's rose has a certain effect, and essential oils are one of those ingredients that do what's the word? Just forgot the word. That do, you know, pass the skin-blood barrier. Not all ingredients, not all topical things can actually do that, but essential oils are a very effective delivery mechanism for that. And so, you know, that's an important thing to keep in mind. It's not just their scent. It's not just, oh, they promote cellular renewal or whatever. it's more complex than that, and the misuse of them has caused problems in the past, and I need to put down my camera because my hand is cramping up. You can see my tan now in this light. I was in Jamaica, as I mentioned, and I wore SPF every day, very high SPF. I did not tidy up like at all. And I tanned literally in the shade, like wearing SPF 40, 30, 50. I tried out all different kinds. We'll talk about that at some point. So yeah, so that was my little rant on essential oils. I think it's a topic that I will go into a little bit more because I get very annoyed when something very useful just becomes demonized. And it's not essential oil. It's not the fault of essential oils. It's like, it's just really irritating, and it's just becoming the thing that like that's in now. Like, let's just demonize another thing. Let's just like scare people about another ingredient, you know? Like, next thing it's gonna be water. That's already a thing, actually. So like, you know, it's just, it's very annoying how marketing is presented as being fact, where that's not the case. I mean, even whenever you come to like scientific studies, my husband and I have talked about this in a video before, you have to consider, first of all, who is delivering the information of that study. Scientific journalists love taking studies that just sound really sexy, or like that just sound, you know, really like, there's something very poignant about it, you know? So they will go for studies even if they're poorly done, if the conclusion sounds like a really big deal, you know? So you have to consider a lot of things whenever, you know, this new research is coming out. This is the new good thing. This is the new bad thing. This is the blah, blah, blah. And really just trust yourself a little bit more. It's the same like when I was talking about, you know, intuitive eating and how I'm pursuing the ketogenic diet. I'm doing it not because it's the trendy thing to do. Like, that's one reason why I would like not want to do it, because I'm like that. I'm like a recovering hipster. I'm like, oh, it's cool now. Well, I was into it like before, so blah, blah, blah. Like it's the whole thing with me. But anyways, you know, like not following things just because some other brands are saying that that's what they're doing and that's their approach, that doesn't mean that that is truth. Like, there is no truth. So you have to follow how something makes you feel. If you have a certain cleanser that you love, even if it contains essential oils and it's always been great for your skin, don't think that suddenly you don't need, or like that you should be going for essential oil free if, you know, if something's always worked for you. Having said that, I do find that it's nice to switch things around. So like, because I work in essential oils, my products contain essential oils. By the way, always within, but actually well below the recommended safe dermal limit, like way below. So like a safe dermal limit for most essential oils is like, let's just like, it's around like 2%. I'm like near 1%. My stuff seems more aromatic because of the way that I layer scent, but it doesn't mean that the scent load or that the essential oil load is actually very high. So, I do find that it can be nice sometimes to pair, stuff that has essential oils with just like really bland drugstore stuff. So I'm quite liking CeraVe. Just for like a bland, just like a bland product that doesn't have any actives. Like their thing is ceramides, so they don't have a lot of, and hyaluronic acid and ceramides I think are like its two sort of, you know, marketing ingredients, which is nice because it's not active and it's just very barrier repairing. And as you guys know, I'm very much about like barrier repair, you know, sort of protecting our skin against the environment, protecting our skin against different environmental stressors. So it's nice, you know, like to have sort of like these like complementary products to sort of switch it up. That's what I'm enjoying lately. So speaking of barrier repair and protecting against the environment and whatnot, so I broke out since I've been back from Jamaica. This is like my little zone here where I break out. So I still have like scars from 2 pimples that I had like weeks and weeks and weeks ago because of my skin tone. Like, just my melanin production, I tend to scar for a very long time, and now I've got this nice big monster zit happening. And so the reason I break out, and maybe you'll see yourself in this too, is when I drink. So I think this is actually like a response that my liver has. Now these two older ones, I think that was actually because I stopped drinking wine, and they were like a little bit of like a detox breakout, I think. That, or I might have been dehydrated, because these two things go hand in hand for me. Let's say if I like have a bit of a bender, that sounds really bad, it's really not that dramatic, but like, let's say I do, you know, whatever, like I'm on vacation, I'm partying, whatever. I drink less water usually the day after, even though I am dehydrated. And I think it's just the stress on my liver from the alcohol and then not replenishing with enough water soon enough. I tend to break out. So that's exactly what was happening. I was at an all-inclusive. Mama likes her champagne. And so, yeah, I had like 3 nights out where I drank more than like I've drank in quite a while. But, you know, I was on vacation. It's like free champagne. Anyways, I'm paying for it with this like really big zit. So the way that I'm treating it, it's actually doing really well. It was like probably one of the biggest cystic pimples I've had in like a really long time. I am alternating between using Elate, which is my essential oil based spot treatment, with using also, and then sometimes layering on top, just a really simple mask that I have. So I think the mask is mostly just Rasool clay, which is my favorite clay. Just doing a little spot treatment on that. And then also alternating with hydrocortisone cream, like polysporin kind of stuff. I think I'm just using like the generic brand polysporin, which is not something that I would advocate of using like all over your face. It can, you know, really actually like thin out your skin. It's not a long-term solution, but it's a really good spot treatment, and it's definitely soothing the inflammation that I'm experiencing right now. So that's my little hack for you. If you, if it's not something that you're going to need to use often, but you need to like break out the big guns every once in a while because, you know, you went on a bender in Jamaica, that's a spot treatment that like sort of like a, you know, multi-pronged approach that works really well. So, all the antibacterial, the scar healing, the soothing, the anti-inflammatory, the very different approaches that Elate takes. Probably just like go on my website just to learn a little bit more about it, because it's like a very involved little product. And just the fact that it's a pure oil product. Oil can actually just like suffocate a pimple. It won't feed a pimple, it actually suffocates a pimple. And then the clay to help draw it out, and the hydrocortisone, I'm not even entirely sure what, like medically how it even works, but it's just like very anti-inflammatory and just like taking down all of that inflammation. So huge improvement from yesterday. And yeah, because I really don't want to get a scar from this. Like, because to me, that's the worst thing, is that I scar and I'm just not squeezing it. I almost did yesterday. I was like, just gonna. And even though it'll like kind of speed up the process, that is going to make me scar. And that's I can't stand that. So anyways, that was my pimple story. What else is new? Oh, okay. So a project that I'm working on that kind of goes with like just the general chaos of my apartment right now, is I am going to be sort of like redoing my studio, and I'm really excited about that. So I've been trying to like talk to other formulators who do their own production, like what their workspaces look like, and you'd be surprised at how like we don't want to share this information. So what I've found on YouTube is soapers, so people who make soap at home, and often they'll make like lotions and stuff like that too. Like I saw some really great workspace inspiration. So you guys might not know this, but I work out of the second bedroom of our apartment, and it's a tiny space. So I have to be super efficient. I have to keep everything like organized, super clean, just efficient. And that's like a big thing for me is keeping my company very small, very lean. So I have dreams of like, you know, renting out like a you know, commercial kitchen space with like a storefront and all this stuff, but then my prices are gonna go way up. I'm gonna have to sell a lot more than I currently sell. I have to go back into retail, and it's just like, you know, what do I do? Or do I outsource my production? So it's a hard decision, but right now I know that I can make a lot of very high quality products in a relatively short amount of time, but I just need to become more efficient, make that shit lean. So I am making some tweaks in my workspace, and then hopefully I'll feel like proud of it and will actually want to give you guys a tour, because I have a pretty cool little workspace. I'm proud of it, but when I'm not in like the best time to see it is like pre-production, where it's like everything is so clean, scrubbed down, like ready to just get dirty. And then it's like chaos for like 3-4 days, and it's in like the state of, it's like in mid chaos right now, because I'm like boxing stuff up, shipping stuff out. So it's like I cleaned off my work desk, like, which is like a huge, like, which is like a gigantic butcher's block. It's like the length of an entire wall. I think I'm gonna get 2 of those. So I actually cleaned that off yesterday, and I was like, yay, it's my workspace. I can like see it again, because it was just covered in like in stuff coming in, stuff going out, and yeah, chaos. But yeah, having said that, I did bottle up a new product. It's a secret surprise product. I just need the labels and take some pictures I can put up on the website, and then, so it's a limited edition, most likely. And I gotta package up those soaps and ship them out. I ruined a giant batch of soap. Heartbreaking. It was like really expensive oils. It was sort of like a dog's breakfast of like awesome ingredients that I had, and I don't know what happened. This is like, I'm not, you know, I haven't been soaping for 20 years, so like I don't know all the troubleshooting. All I know is that I had my giant pot of soap was like erupting like a volcano, and fresh soap is incredibly caustic, so it was very, very dangerous. My son wasn't home, my husband was, and I was like, Adri, help, no wait, don't come here, help. There's just like, anyways, everything was okay in the end. No one, like, my face didn't melt off or anything like that. You know, I have like full safety equipment on. But I did lose like a really big batch of soap, and I was sad about that, because that was sort of the last batch of soap that I was going to use to mix it up with for my blind date with soap product. You know, so that I'd have like 3 different ones to start off with, and right now I only have 2 different ones, but I want 3, so I'm gonna have to do another big batch of soap, and I don't know, like now I'm kind of scared. It was scary, you guys. So what else is new? Talked about essential oils, talked about Mazit, talked about drinking in Jamaica. Jamaicans, by the way, are like the nicest and coolest people probably ever. New products. So something that needs to come out like now is Everlasting. So definitely this is going to be a product for the summer. Everlasting is my oil-free serum. It's a humectant. It's a very light gel. It's hardly even a gel. It's kind of like an essence, sort of the way you might find in Korean skincare. So yeah, so an essence. Yeah, very light gel. It's very, very... how do I forget this word? Like humidifying. Humectant. It's a humectant. It's not moisturizing. Whoa. Just don't have it right now. I haven't eaten yet today. So yeah, so very, very, very moisturizing, but the other one, this is a great moment in like professional skincare person. Anyways, and it's very calming. It's got great, now I know we don't like this word, but anti-aging benefits. It's like, a whole slew of really, really wicked ingredients. Like I'm talking like Edelweiss, I'm talking about sea kelp bioferment, I'm talking sodium PCA. It's all in a base of aloe vera. It's a beautiful blue color. You guys, so this is like a reincarnation of the first Everlasting, which was in my original line, which was the last thing that I released, and I actually released it in Chicago during A Night for Green Beauty when that was still happening. Tear, I want that to come back. And it was like a hit, and I don't know why it's not released yet. I'm just like, ugh, incrementally getting there. I have the labels, the bottles, everything. The picture is up on the website. You can actually sign up. I just haven't made the big batch yet to actually bottle it all up and send it out to you guys. Ugh. There's just a lot on the go. So trying to get there, you guys. Honestly, I'm at a point where I'm just like, why don't I have hired help yet? Like it's getting to be ridiculous. Like it really, really is. Like I want a house cleaner. I think that's my number one thing. I just want like a twice a month housekeeper to come and like help us stay on top of this. Like I have so many plants and cats and a child that could be 3 children, and it's just like, it's so hard to keep on top of everything. And yeah, I guess that's my little rant for this week. Thank you guys so much for being here, for listening to me. I'm playing, by the way, with a 3-legged like rubber lizard. Yeah, let me know what you want to see next from Stark. Let me know, do you have any ideas? Do you know what my secret limited edition product is going to be? Any ideas? Because I don't know what it is. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, take care. I'm gonna like speed edit this thing and just get it out.